I'll explain your level 99 Dark Zone.
You call a lot of people an idiot, don't you?
Yeah, look at the one who's running on there.
You're a fucking retard, you know that?
Warning. You've disavowed inhibition. This action will mark you as rogue.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Jasamian Gaming, and here I am with another build video for you guys. Everybody's been wondering what PvP build to use in this current meta because everything is watered down. Augs, vectors, striker builds, sentry builds, everything has been nerfed hard. So the only way to take full advantage of this, of course, is using a shotgun and a sentry's call. Let's get into my build. I have a 120, 2 DPS, 426 toughness, and 20,000 skill power. Let's get into my weapon. I have an M870 Express. There's 100 better shotguns in this one, but this is just my personal favorite. I've been using it before I found out about this build, so I might as well brought it into it since shotguns are now a viable option. 237 stagger, which is only applied to NPCs, 102k damage, 75 RPM, base 5 magazine with an additional magazine size that gives me 10 bullets overall. Using my secondary is a military G36. Of course, it's inflated. We know. Don't worry about this. It's going to get nerfed. Focus is getting nerfed as far as applying to DPS. But this is what I use when I want to attack NPCs, and I don't want to waste my precious shotgun ammo because this is safe for the players. Of course, we want to take out players with this. We don't necessarily want to waste it on NPCs. And the reason I chose it, the G36, because of course it hits the hardest of the assault rifles, and I combine it with my favorite gun in the game, the First Wave X45, which is my tagger weapon. Since Sentry's Call is procced by a pistol and this RPM is insane, you can burst like half your clip into an enemy's head and have 3 tags and finish them off with your G36 or your shotgun. Going into my chest piece, I have a 268 Sentry's Call harness, 1736 armor, 658 firearms, 284 stamina by way of mods, and my major attribute is, of course, 3,631 health. You want to get as much health as possible on top of the armor since I'm already at full mitigation. And the relevant minor attribute and skill attribute, don't even worry about that. I don't use those two. Going down into where the counter for the sticky bombs and the skill people come in is the Final Measure Mask, 5,300 skill power, 25% scavenging, Secret Mine explosion radius, 902 stamina. I love the high numbers that you get on these 268 pieces. This is where you start countering the sticky bomb, and of course you need 2 pieces. But let's get into my Sentry Call knee pads. I have exotic down resistance, of course, an additional amount of exotic down resistance so I can try my best to survive against cleaners in the DZ since they melt you anyways. 692 firearms, 161 stamina, burn resistance, scavenging, and shock resistance. My favorite resistance, of course, is the shock. You guys know this. And smart cover damage resilience when I feel like using my smart cover. Going to my backpack, another 268, 704 armor, 12% skill haste so I can try to get as close as the tactician skill haste buff as possible, disrupt resistance, support station range, and pulse critical hit damage. 868 stamina on this. Going down to my gloves, these are some amazing gloves. 710 firearm, 6.50 critical hit chance, 744 shotgun damage, 41% critical hit damage, and 8% sticky bomb damage. 491 armor, final measure gloves are the way to go when it comes in this build, because this is what's protecting me from sticky bombers, even though I am one, haha. But let's go into my holster. I don't have a really good holster for a Sentry Call, but as you can see, you can get even better because I'm only at a 240 on this. It's 899 armor, smart cover duration, a mod slot, or it says I have a mod slot, which is weird because I don't have one, but anyways, 639, 656 stamina, and 635 electronics. Getting into my actual talents, of course, the basic triage, critical save, strike back, and one is none because the shotguns have sucky reload speed and their clips are small, so this is like the best thing you can do with this. But yeah, that's basically the gist of the build. For you guys who don't know what it can do, I'm gonna have some gameplay up soon, but let's talk about this build a little bit. This build does work in PvP and PvE. For the example, the tags that work on NPCs, you can help your teammates melt through NPCs in underground, melt them in incursions, however you want to do. The build's amazing, dude. And plus, a lot of people don't understand, it has some type of like auto aim lock on players. I don't think it works on NPCs, but on players in the Dark Zone for some reason, there it is. It's actually right there. You see, it auto snaps to people, and it's weird because all you have to do is auto snap, put your joystick just a little bit up, and you got a tag right there. And if you keep doing that, you can kind of quick scope with it, which you'll see in the gameplay coming up. But yeah, this is the counter to the Tactician only because, once again, you're hitting really hard and you're stopping yourself from getting hit by stickies. if you were to rock this with anything else, I don't think you can hit hard enough to even be a threat to Tankticians. So being able to tag them and being able to hurt like a chunk of their health off, especially if they're 3-tag. If they're 3-tag, they're gonna get down in about 3 or 4 shots. I don't care what kind of build you're rocking. If you get those 3 clean headshots without that overheal, they're gonna drop. So this is me giving you a kryptonite of my Tanktician meta that, you know, I'm a part of course, because, you know, I'm a big skill guy. But if you want a fair way to be cheap, this will be the sticky bomb of the DPS end. I believe so. This is the cheapest DPS build, I think, today. I think it's even better than the last meta's submachine guns because it hits so hard for some reason. So yeah, but if you guys want if you have any more questions on this build and why it's so popular now, I've seen a surge of people using it. Feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm gonna hit you guys with some gameplay so you guys can see what this is about as I help the civilian out. This has been real. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay.
I don't think there was any
See you next
kindness
week.
left in the world.
Peace.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, y'all